So today's gonna try and be like a finish my project with me. As many of you know, if you watch a few of my videos, or follow me. Sorry if I'm really red. I just got home. It's like 7 degrees outside. It's very cold. There's also like a wind chill, so we will not be going back outside. I thought I was gonna go, like sit at a coffee shop and have a little drink until later, but then I walked outside and I said, it is too cold for that. No, thank you. But back to the project. The video today. The video for the 22nd of December, the day after my birthday. We're gonna have a fun time. We're going to attempt to finish this sleeve. Because once I finish this sleeve, I can get everything like washed and possibly block it. I'm gonna try blocking it. We're gonna do that together. We're gonna see how it goes. I really hope it works, because if not, I'm gonna scream. Not just like at anything, just in general. Like, I'm just gonna go outside and yell, because like, why not? But yes, I have a little over 18 inches, probably close to 19. I did a couple rows at work, but I haven't measured. So I think I have about 19 inches-ish. I need about 22, so should be easy enough. I do have about 3 inches left to go, but that's like 15 rows, I think, roughly. I like did some math. It's like roughly 5 to 6 rows to an inch. But then I'll be done, and I cannot wait. I will be enjoying, first, some hot cocoa I bought. Second, I bought this beer. If you're not 21, don't listen to this. If you are over 21, you can listen to this. This Laughing Dog Mountain Hound Huckleberry Cream Ale. Chef's kiss. I love this beer. It is local to me. It comes out of Ponderay, Idaho. So if you might not be able to get it. I really don't know how far out they ship these things, but I love this beer. Anything huckleberry, love that stuff. If you haven't tried them, I love huckleberries. But that is like one of my favorite beers. I don't know. It's a good time every time I have one. The last bottle I had was really cute because I had a little golden retriever on the label. Like, that's they have a new one. You can kind of see the little dog. I don't know. It's kind of fun. I love that beer. So when I finish my hot chocolate, we're gonna have that. But I need to knit before I can, get really into it. But that's it. As a refresher, we have other sleeve and both front and back. They're just sewn up at the shoulders to make the neck hole. But the sides are wide open. That's the back. The backs aren't bad. They're not completely ugly. That's what the backs look like. The fronts, as you remember, look a little weird. But we're going to try and have this done by tomorrow so that he can try it on and make sure that it fits. And then if I need to do anything, I can fix it tomorrow before he wears it on Friday to work. But yeah, I will see you guys in a bit when maybe I have this sleeve to show you. I spent the rest of the night finishing that sleeve. So that's why there isn't an update in between what I filmed yesterday and today, and why I've changed my clothes and the location has changed. Because I spent the next 4 hours or so knitting that sleeve. I did spend 2 of it on the phone with a friend, and that was just, it was good. It was a good time. But yes, so little update. I have the sleeves. They're done. The body is done. I need to fix one of the shoulders because I didn't secure the edges well enough. Sorry, I didn't secure the edges well enough. I did lay them out. I have a towel on the floor because I don't have an ironing board, but I laid them out this morning. It didn't really work because I didn't leave it, but I kind of ironed them a little bit. I ironed the sleeves at least. The sleeves are done. The edges I will just control later on the body. But all we have to do now is sew them up, which I think is going to be probably the easiest part of our day. And then it'll be done. And we'll have it off the needles and we can try it on and see how it looks. So yeah, I'm going to sew the sleeves on. So how that's gonna work, how I believe this pattern wants me to do. Please don't make fun of my sweater, please. I'm very sensitive about it. It's very ugly, but I'm very sensitive. I am going to match up these two because this is the back and this is the front, I think. Yes. Well, one of them's the back, one of them's the front. Doesn't matter which one at this point. I have this little armhole bit. I'm going to take this with one of our sleeves, match them up, and attempt to sew them in. I think it should fit perfectly the way the picture looked on the website. If you don't remember, I've linked it in a couple of the descriptions of the previous videos where I talked about this project. It is a free vintage pattern that I found on like free knitting patterns or something. I don't know. I'll link it again down in the description if you guys want to try it. It is technically not a colorwork pattern. I made that one up myself. I did the design myself. It's interesting. I am going to rework it eventually. I want to try reworking the colorwork bit as a different kind of colorwork technique. I think I need to do that. But we'll do an autopsy at the end of the whole thing once it's on. But I'm going to attempt to line them up. I think they should just easy peasy slide in. And then we will mattress stitch them together. And then once that is done, I'm going to mattress stitch the body. I think the sleeves, like putting the sleeves together, is going to be the last thing I do because I'm going to do that inside out. Simply because I find that the easiest way to sew up my seams. So yeah, I will check back in with you guys when I have attached the sleeve. I think it shouldn't be too hard, I hope. And he'll have it for the ugly sweater day tomorrow at work. It's gonna be exciting. And I'll put this one up as soon as I'm done. I'm sorry it's so late. I will see you guys later. Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to my floor. This is where I'm sewing it up. Because it, one, is the largest area I own that is not currently covered in things. Excuse my jacket in the background. That is my chair that I rest my jacket on. But I got one sleeve done. This is also where I have the towel that I am currently ironing everything on. So yeah, but I've got one sleeve done. I can't show you that one because I already turned it around and ironed. I've been like kind of steaming the sides to like make sure that they're flat so that I can line them up right, but I've just been lining them up. And I have my little needle. But yeah, I'm one sleeve down, second sleeve to go, and then we can make sure all the ends, I have a couple of ends to weave in on the inside, and then I can do the sides. So that should be easier because I'll have the sleeves set. So once this sleeve is set, I can do the sides. So maybe we'll have this done before 4 if I'm slightly faster. I've been trying to go kind of slow because I want to make sure that it stays put. That is a fear of mine, but I wanted to give you guys a little check-in, see how you're doing. But I'll come back probably when I have the sides done. I think that's when I'll check it next. We'll do a little fit test. We'll see how it looks. But yeah, super exciting. Almost done. Very happy. Very happy. This is very excited. Guess what, everyone? It's done. It's finally done. All the ends are woven. All the seams are sewn up. I'm very excited that it is finally finished. It's only like 4 o'clock here. So real fast, I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna put this on so we can see how it fits. I am a little concerned I accidentally made one sleeve wider than the other. So we will find out in a minute, and then we'll talk about what I like and what I don't like from this sweater foray, and a little bit of the like backstory, because I feel like I've explained it, but I also haven't, and I've, you know, learned some things. So we'll discuss that in a minute. Okay, and I definitely made one wider, if you can't tell. Not really sure how to fix that. I am wearing a shirt underneath this, so it is slightly stuck on that, I think, because I just needed an undershirt. So the arms are a little snug, but they do fit. Here's the back a little bit. We'll do a full, you know. Why is it like that? I hate that. I don't know what I did wrong there. So that's fun. I love that. Pros. I finished it. That is honestly the biggest plus here. My biggest pro. I finished it. So a little history. This is technically the first sweater I ever started. Well, not started. That's wrong. This is the first sweater I have gotten. I got the farthest in. I did technically start one a few years ago, but that one didn't get past like the yoke because my roommate's dog at the time played with it, and then a bunch of stitches fell out, and instead of fixing it and starting over, I just pulled it out, which is why I have all that green yarn that we're gonna do something with. But this is technically, barring that one because I didn't finish, this is the first sweater I had decided to knit. I just dove in. I've done color work before, but like not a lot of color work, if that makes any sense. Like color work wasn't something I necessarily like did a lot of in large chunks like this. So in the scheme, if you were to plot the projects I have finished that you guys have watched me complete, this would be the first one. And then it went to the ugly Christmas sweater that we did, the like little peppermint patty looking dude. And then it went to the last one, the last test knit I did. And then I finished this. So it technically is the longest I've had on the needles. And that's because, if you can't tell, the color work, because I did it as stranded Fair Isle like color work, I pulled it too hard getting the black from like one side to the other, and so it's buckled a little bit. I have since realized I should have done Instera color work, and that would have fixed a lot of my issues, a lot of my complaints with this sweater, because of the front just looking like this. It does the same, it's the same on the back. It also made the shoulder seams, like the armhole shaping I did, it makes that really awkward. So that's why a little bit it looks wonky. The sleeves don't match because I also had a bad habit of not writing any notes down. Or I wrote them down and I've lost that notebook. I also have to take my glasses off to put it on. Another problem that I ran into was my yarn choice. I picked a cotton yarn, which like works in theory, but I refused or didn't think to take into account the neck size. So I did have, you know, fit issues with the neck, and I didn't realize my partner's head is much bigger than mine. Well, not by much, but it's it's big enough that it is slightly hard to put on, and neither of us can do it with our glasses on, so that's interesting. You have to think ahead when you're putting this on. I think other than that, it definitely doesn't look like the photos. Like, it's good for a first draft, technically. It doesn't look like the still images I took. I am basing this also because I think the sweaters are slightly, or the uniforms are slightly different depending on which version you're watching. I am basing this off of the next gen. Next gen. We're going next gen here. Okay, that's his favorite. That's what we're doing. So it definitely doesn't look correct. It is an attempt. So I think if I was to rate this, I would give it like a 5 stars. It's like, it's a sweater. It fits. It will be wearable. He can wear it. I do think my other projects are slightly better. If I was to attempt this again, which I think I might still do it in pieces, but I think just the torso would be in pieces. Just the torso. I'm doing the sleeves in the round. I find that to be slightly easier for finishing my sleeves, simply because I've done them twice in the round now, and compared to knitting these flat sleeves, I much prefer that. Mainly because I get to the ribbing, I cast off, and I'm done. I don't have to sew it up, which took a majority of my time. I sat here for like 3 hours sewing, just attempting to make sure this thing stays together, because if it falls apart, I'm going to lose it. Like, if the sweater falls apart, I'm gonna fall apart. So yeah, it was an interesting experience. I probably will do it again. Not like this exact thing, but I will do dumb mistakes like I did in this sweater. And I will do it on a different one, because I know. Things I wish I had done different was pick a different color work technique. I think that happened a lot. That caused a lot of my issues, a lot of my complaints with this project. I think I would also do a little bit more work on patterning it. Like, I made plans. Like, I have notebooks with my paper plans, and I have them like sketched out. Like, I have ideas of how to do it, and I like had ideas of how to make this thing look right, but I think my problem was I didn't factor in a lot of the construction of this one, whether it be because I thought I can just do it when I get there, which obviously was a problem. So yeah, overall, not bad. If I do this project again, I will give you guys a better update. I think if I do them again, if I make another one, I'm gonna make it out of wool this time. The cotton was fine, except it doesn't have any give. Cotton's not a very giving fabric. There is no positive ease in this garment, as I can tell from attempting to put it on my head. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make it out of wool if I do, but I'm going to have to pick a different wool, because he does not like scratchy wool. He wears them, but he needs to get some long sleeve shirts to wear under the last one I made him, because it's a little too scratchy, because we hadn't bought that kind of yarn before, and so I didn't know how scratchy it was gonna be and if he was gonna like it or what. So that's kind of on both of us for not like picking a better yarn. I should have just dragged him to the store and been like, pick one you know you're gonna like from the feel of it. I should have just done that. But yeah, I think if I do make this again, I will try it in wool, and we're gonna try it with the Instara, I think, colorwork, the one with the bobbins. We're gonna try that. But I think what I need to do before that, before starting another big project, is to make a smaller project with that kind of color work. And since I have all this yarn I need to use, I think that will be the perfect way to get rid of it. So we might try that a little bit. I think, yeah, because I had tried this on a smaller, I did like a test pattern or whatever, like I tested it, but I think because I wasn't trying something as large, that's why I thought that color work would work. But I realize now I'm wearing black pants and you can't see it, but I'm not taking my pants off because the leggings I'm wearing underneath it are embarrassing, to me, just like because of who I am as a person. So enjoy. I've got black on black, you know? That's just what I wear. But it looks good. I'm quite proud of it. I think I need to work more on the patterning. I think that's where that's definitely where I went wrong. I didn't plan well enough. I also did not get my head fully in this shot in an attempt to show you this whole sweater. So yeah, I'm gonna go because this is really warm and I am very hot, and I don't want to make it stinky before he gets home and can put it on. But yeah, it turned out okay, and that is one whip down. Let's see if we can finish another one before the month is over.